Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, a shooting last night in Kennewick leaves one person hospitalized. What officials now are saying about the juveniles and adults involved. Plus, we will tell you about a new development involving a Tri-Cities area doctor who is accused of sexual abuse by some of his former patients. Then, is the soil at Vista Field safe? What the Port of Kennewick is saying after receiving test results looking for PFAS levels. And let's go outside, a live picture from our Skycam network. This is overlooking the Sun Dome in Yakima, and of course the Yakima Fair continuing for the next few days. How's the weather looking? Tiffany Savona in for Stacy Lee with your First Alert forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
September the 23rd, good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy Redman is off tonight. We are going to begin with a shooting investigation update in East Kennewick, where officials say no arrests have still been made. According to the Kennewick Police Department, the shooting took place last night on the 1500 block of West 4th Avenue. Although they are in the early stages of the investigation, KPD confirms the juveniles and adults involved were familiar with one another. They say an altercation led to someone getting shot. That person is now recovering at a local hospital. Additionally, KPD says they are still working to find the suspect who did flee the scene. KPD is now asking anybody with information to come forward.
A lot of times you may think you have very trivial information when in fact you may have a piece of the puzzle that we don't have, and that may be the piece that we're looking for to move the case forward, to make an identification, or to really understand the big picture. So it's important that if individuals do have information that they come forward to help us move that case forward.
KPD says to contact them through the non-emergency dispatch number or anonymously through their website. New at 5 and to a developing story we have been tracking for several months now. A Tri-Cities doctor who is being accused of sexual abuse by some of his former patients is now ordered by the state not to treat female patients. Dr. Mark Mulholland has been ordered by the Washington Medical Commission to not treat any female patients or anyone who identifies as female. This includes any kind of consulting work on a female patient. The order was handed down on September 16th, but Dr. Mulholland's license to practice medicine does remain active in the state of Washington. Back in April of this year, the Medical Commission filed charges against the doctor of unprofessional conduct and sexual abuse. At the time of the claims, Dr. Mulholland was working as an OB/GYN with Kadlec in Richland. Several law firms have filed lawsuits against Dr. Mulholland, as well as Kadlec and its parent company. Providence, one law firm, says it is representing more than 100 people who claim they were victimized by Dr. Mulholland. Now, I have been working on this story for several months now. Kadlec tells me they cannot comment on open lawsuits, but they say Dr. Mulholland is no longer practicing with their hospitals. I have tried to get in touch with Dr. Mulholland a few times now. While he signed the order restricting him from female patients, he has not returned any phone calls or emails from Apple Valley News Now at this point. Coming up on a later broadcast, I will have a more in-depth look at the cases and tell you about what I learned about a possible criminal investigation against Dr. Mulholland. Switching gears, time to talk about our First Alert forecast. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona in for Stacy Lee tonight. As we have had some hazy sunshine to start the week, Tiffany has a first look at our forecast to see how long that will last.
And Austin, it looks like that haze will continue tonight and during the day tomorrow before the winds start to pick up and mix up the atmosphere as we head into Thursday. So we have another day of this hazy sunshine expected. And like Austin mentioned earlier, we have the Central Washington State Fair ongoing in Yakima through the rest of the week and into the weekend. And we have a couple of really nice days ahead. But the current air quality showing that it's a code yellow all across the region. You can see that the air quality is even lower the farther north you go. So we're talking about places north of Cle Elum and north of Ellensburg. An air quality alert now in effect through tomorrow night. This is for Yakima and Kittitas counties. So expect that air quality to deteriorate during the day tomorrow. If you have any respiratory issues, if you have young kiddos, you will want to limit your time outdoors, especially if it does become smoky out there as we're expecting. Temperatures right now in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. It was a little bit warmer today compared to those comfortable 70s we saw yesterday. And if you plan on going for a walk this evening or maybe even a run, temperatures will be dropping through the 70s and into the 60s right before sunset. Austin?
Tiffany, thanks. We are continuing to monitor two very large wildfires, starting with the Wildcat Fire in both Yakima and Pierce counties. That remains active, now with 7% containment, which is now less than just a few days ago. It was hovering around 8%. The fire has grown to over 9,400 acres, and crews anticipate the warmer temperatures and drop in humidity could increase fire activity. Officials say crews are repositioning sprinklers in an effort to prioritize structure protection while clearing woody debris along Bumping River Road. Officials warn not to fly drones over the area as it may pose a risk to the lives of firefighters. In the meantime, crews continue to battle the Labor Mountain fire in Chelan County. Officials report with containment at 22%. The fire has burned just under 30,000 acres. Tonight, a community meeting will be held at a local school. It will also be streamed live on the Lower Sugarloaf Facebook page, which will be shared to the Labor Mountain page. Officials say with calmer weather today, crews are cleaning up hot spots, reinforcing fire lines, conducting mop-ups, and continuing to protect structures. Well, 2 months after conducting a second PFAS test on Vista Field, the Port of Kennewick says it is optimistic that the property's soil is safe. The port just got back a test looking for PFAS, which are forever chemicals found in many everyday products. The test took samples all across the property and found that all but one had safe levels. The port is waiting for the Department of Ecology to look over the results to make sure that the land is safe to use.
It's been a significant process for us in time and effort and so forth, and a lot of stress not only on our parts but the parts of the folks that have bought property from us that are building out there. So today's actually good news.
The port's second test came after a first test found unhealthy PFAS levels for the property. In health news tonight, a brand new program is tackling the primary care crisis here in the Tri-Cities, especially for seniors on Medicare. The program is called Advanced Primary Care Management, launched earlier this year. Local doctors say it gives Medicare and Medicare Advantage patients easier access to providers, often same day or next day, instead of waiting weeks or relying on urgent care or the ER.
This is life-changing. This is for the entire community because care is fragmented right now. Patients are generally going to different specialists and different doctors. They're going to the urgent care clinics because there's not access to primary care.
Doctors at Complex Care Center in Richland say the program is designed for patients with multiple chronic conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure. Right now, it's only available for Medicare patients, but it could soon expand. This clinic expects to serve as many as 30,000 patients across the Tri-Cities. I'll have more on this coming up new at 6 tonight. Turning to Your Voice, Your Vote, the Franklin County Auditor's Office held its logic and accuracy test today ahead of the November general election. The test makes sure ballot tabulation machines are working correctly before voters head to the polls. Staff run a set of marked test ballots through the equipment to confirm the machine's record votes exactly as cast. Officials say it's a routine step done before every election to ensure accuracy and transparency in the process.
In our office, it's always prudent to inspect what you expect. You know, whether it's how you run your household or how you run an election or anything else, you need to, if you're going to have some standards, you need to check them.
The auditor's office says the test results are sealed and preserved, providing proof the machines were cleared and counted ballots correctly. President Trump today speaking to more than 150 world leaders at the United Nations General Assembly about America and himself, and promising to broker peace overseas. ABC's Rena Roy is at the United Nations headquarters in New York City.
President Trump center stage before the world today, addressing the United Nations General Assembly. At times, the president stern and combative, even attacking the UN and doubling down on his immigration policy, highlighting his administration's mass deportation efforts.
If you come illegally into the United States, you're going to jail or you're going back to where you came from, or perhaps even further.
Trump claiming what he calls uncontrolled migration crisis, saying it's ruining European countries.
I'm really good at this stuff. Your countries are going to hell.
He also took jabs at the very body he was speaking to, accusing the UN of not living up to its promise.
All they seem to do is write a really strongly worded letter and then never follow that letter up. It's empty words. And empty words don't solve war.
But later, telling the UN Secretary General that the U.S. stands behind the organization.
I may disagree with it sometimes, but I am so behind it because I think the potential for peace with this institution is so great.
Trump painting himself as the peacemaker, calling to end the wars in Gaza and Ukraine, also calling for hostages to be released in Gaza, but saying he opposes recognizing a Palestinian state.
The rewards would be too great for Hamas terrorists for their atrocities.
Between Russia and Ukraine, Trump again threatening additional sanctions to pressure Putin to end the war and urged European leaders to do the same. The president meeting in person today with Ukrainian President Zelensky, who agreed more pressure and sanctions against Russia are needed.
Your idea, and I want to discuss it, how to stop some countries from Europe, how to stop the possibility to buy Russian oil and gas.
That was ABC's Rena Roy reporting. The president encouraged world leaders to reject policies geared toward fighting climate change, claiming, quote, the greatest con job ever. His claims in stark contrast to well-known climate assessments. Following this newscast, World News Tonight with David Muir picks up on our coverage of President Trump's message to the UN and medical groups pushing back on the administration's claims about Tylenol. Then be sure to stay with us live at 6 for more local news. In the meantime, Apple Valley News Now at 5 is just getting started. Here's what's coming up next. We take you to the Women in Business Conference, and we'll tell you why the Tri-Cities Chamber of Commerce says it continues to grow each and every year. And here's a live picture outside in Toppenish, out in Yakima County. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona back with a full look at your first alert weather forecast. We'll be right back.
Lung disease is very difficult to live with in many ways, and our goal here is to truly live the mission of Good Shepherd, which is patients first, always. Our pulmonology and sleep medicine team is here for you. We're here to provide you world-class care. Please contact us and come to see us. It will be our privilege to serve you.
Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always. Did you work at a DOE nuclear site? Do you have your white card? Talk to CNS Cares. We provide the best in-home care for former energy workers. Our local nurses bring you reliable, compassionate care you can count on. And your dedicated care manager will help you get all the care and benefits you've earned.
If there's a lot of things you want to do in life, you probably need to get on this program.
Who you choose matters. Visit cnscares.com.
It matters every day and every night. It matters that we're not just in your community, but that we're part of it.
We'd be happy to help you.
Making sure everyone feels welcomed and rewarded. It matters that we're here for what the doctor prescribed.
Thanks so much, Eric.
And also, just what the doctor ordered.
Need some help?
Right by your side.
Hi, Alex.
Right when you need us.
I'm gonna go grab that for you, okay?
Welcome to CVS. Join us.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 3.49% APR on a 2026 HR-V.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather.
Thank you for staying with us. The Tri-Cities Chamber of Commerce is celebrating 15 years of its Women in Business Conference, which helps women across the region develop their leadership and professional skills. 1,000 people attended this year's all-day conference, which was packed with workshops, speakers, a lunch, and the Athena Awards ceremony. The conference had some firsts this year, including golf cart rides to cars through the busy parking lot, as well as offering a wine tasting from 5 women-owned wineries at the end of the event.
You know, if there wasn't a need and people weren't excited about it, probably would have just stalled out at a few hundred several years ago. But every year it grows a little. We always try to do something new and different every year as well, so that women are excited to come again year after year.
The Chamber of Commerce says it is excited to grow the event next year once the Three Rivers Convention Center's renovation is complete. Well, Ben Franklin Transit is partnering up with the Great Prosser Balloon Rally for the first time this year. The partnership is specifically for the Great Prosser Balloon Rally's Night Glow event. The free family-friendly event is this Saturday at the Art Fiker Stadium with gates opening at 6 p.m. The event will also include free BFT shuttle services that night only, with services running every 5 minutes from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m.
BFT wants to be a good community partner, and we've never had a special event in the city of Prosser. We provide many special events here in the Tri-Cities, and we thought this would be a great opportunity for us to partner with the city of Prosser and the community at large.
We have information on which stops will be available to get to the event on our website. Just go to applevalleynewsnow.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Well, we did warm up again today. Hopefully you enjoyed the 70s the past 2 days, because a lot of us saw 80s today, and we do have some hazy sunshine out there. That's all due to wildfire smoke lingering in the sky, and that'll be the case tomorrow as well. So we'll have to deal with the potential reductions in air quality, just like we're seeing right now. But this is what it looks like out of our Yakima camera, courtesy of Bi-Mart. That's sun setting at 6:51 this evening, and temperatures are running a good 6, 7, 8, 9, even 10 degrees warmer than where we were at this time yesterday. So like I mentioned, a lot of us seeing highs in the 80s. 80 degrees right now now in Tri-Cities. We dropped to 81 in Connell, 78 now in Walla Walla and Pendleton, 78 in Yakima, and 78 degrees in Ellensburg. The winds have been very light today. Winds will lighten up even more overnight, and we're looking at light winds tomorrow. That's all because we have a ridge of high pressure in place across the Pacific Northwest once again. So summer returning after it felt more like fall yesterday and on Sunday. So we'll heat up once again, but then we'll see another cool down as we head into the extended forecast. I'll show you that in just a minute. But because of that area of high pressure, it kind of keeps all of the smoke and pollutants close to the surface, and that's why air quality will be going down as we head into tonight and tomorrow as well. And you can see the surface smoke kind of just lingering with the worst of the conditions just to the north of Ellensburg, closer to the Labor Mountain fire, closer to the Sugarloaf fire. And we do have those fire weather alerts in effect. This is for Thursday. That's because on Thursday, we're going to see somewhat of a pattern change. A cold front will move in, and that'll cause our winds to really increase out of the west. And that also means that that'll elevate our fire danger for areas north of the Tri-Cities. So for tomorrow, we'll see that hazy sunshine. Temperatures will be climbing once again into the middle 80s, a little bit warmer still. 84 in Tri-Cities, 85 Walla Walla, 85 in Sunnyside, 84 degrees in Yakima, and 84 in Ellensburg. Your extended forecast for Tri-Cities showing that Thursday will likely be the warmest day before that front moves in. Winds will pick up behind the front, ushering in some drier, less humid air. Temperatures drop out of the 80s into the 70s, but then we'll see another brief warm-up Saturday, Sunday before the pattern becomes more unsettled, with rain chances and it feeling more like fall, at least with those temperatures. In Yakima, 84 and hazy tomorrow, and then Thursday and Friday, we'll see those temperatures come down a little bit by the weekend. So to end off the Central Washington State Fair looking pretty good, and then we could see rain move in by next week. Walla Walla, 87 tomorrow, 88 Thursday, a little bit cooler Friday, only to warm things back up by the weekend. And Hermiston, same story. Hazy sunshine tomorrow. Air quality could be reduced at times. 85 Thursday. Enjoy those 70s Friday because the 80s return Saturday, Sunday, and then it's looking cooler and a bit more unsettled Monday and Tuesday of next week. Austin?
All right, Tiffany, thank you much. Up next, we will tell you who is behind this winning display at the Central Washington State Fair and the honor they received when we come back with the Spotlight.
You get in a car wreck and call the insurance company and get nowhere. Stop wasting your time. Just make one more call to 853-2222. They can't ignore my demand to pay you all the money you deserve.
Call 853-2222.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 2.99% APR on a 2025 Accord.
At Fred's, not only do we guarantee the best prices, we prove it. Our live price card keeps things transparent, showing you real-time prices. No gimmicks, just the best prices on in-stock, get-it-today inventory. And when it comes to beating the big box stores, our prices aren't just competitive, they're unbeatable. Check out how we stack up. Whether it's this amazing new fridge or this energy-efficient dishwasher, Fred's prices are always the best. At Fred's, we sell appliances, only appliances.
Get ready for adventure with the fun and rugged 2025 Ford Bronco Outer Banks from Price Ford of Yakima Valley. Nob Hill Casino's biggest prize ever. Want to drive it home? Just enter daily at Nob Hill Casino now through Wednesday, October 8th for your chance to win. While you're here, enjoy our 16-lane bowling center, mouth-watering cheeseburgers at the Last Frontier restaurant, cold drinks at the bar, and try your luck with pull tabs and table game action.
We invite you to come visit us at Price Ford of Yakima Valley and Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Head to Queensgate Gardens in Richland for some fall family fun. Explore our corn and hay bale maze, zoom down the dump truck slide, and try our pumpkin archery. Get creative with pumpkin painting, play laser tag, and enjoy our U-Pick flower fields. Make fall memories at Queensgate Gardens in Richland.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are
seasonal situationship is a pumpkin spice iced coffee for $2.29.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm being told this is Limo Emo from Liberty Mutual, who helps save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
And his partner, Doug, is the gentleman under the security guard.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
You get in a car wreck and call the insurance company and get nowhere. Stop wasting your time. Just make one more call to 853-2222. They can't ignore my demand to pay you all the money you deserve.
Call 853-2222.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
Our spotlight tonight takes us to Yakima County. The Future Farmers of America, or FFA, students at Toppenish High School are getting recognition. With this display, the Wildcats team placed second at the Central Washington State Fair. How cool is this? Officials say if you still plan on attending the fair within the next couple of weeks, you can still see it. It's inside the Ag Building. All right, if you have an idea for the spotlight, send it to us on social media. We're on X, TikTok, Nextdoor, Facebook, and Instagram. We will be right back with the final words, so stay right here.
David, did you remember to get me an anniversary present?
Anniversary? Of course, it's Mattress Depot USA's anniversary, and we're having a gigantic sale.
Take advantage of our best prices of the year.
And interest-free financing.
David, you do know anniversaries only come once a year, right?
Yes, and if you miss ours, you'll be sorry.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
At Broadmoor RV, we're gearing up for a huge event you will not want to miss out on.
The Forest River National Sales Event is on now. For a limited time, you can save big across our entire lineup of Forest River products. There's still time to get out, go camping, and make unforgettable memories. With Forest River, you'll find the perfect RV built for your journey and perfected for your stay. Don't wait. These amazing deals won't last long. Broadmoor RV, we made camping fun.
I'm a real wild one.
Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2025 Ford Bronco Sport goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a Bronco Sport Big Bend 4x4 for just $289 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado 1500 models. See your community Chevy dealers.
Take off for a magical flight over the Walla Walla Valley, home to some awesome world-class wines.
A grape is super dependent on the sense of place and where it's grown. And Walla Walla is a great example of that.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Next, ET, we're catching up with Hoda Kotb as she's finding joy post Today Show. Plus, our exclusive at the Dawson's Creek reunion. Then, ET from Vancouver hits the set of Tracker.
Next, ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
We're going to start off with some hazy sunshine in the morning. Temperatures in the upper 40s, lower 50s, and that haze will continue. Could be smoky at times, so you may need to limit your time outdoors, especially if you have any respiratory issues. Expect 70s around lunchtime and a little bit warmer tomorrow with highs in the low to middle 80s. Austin, back to you.
All right, Tiffany, thank you very much. Hey, it's time for tonight's Reason to Smile. This coming from DJ PJ. This is a sunset over West Richland. This is how it looked like on, what is this, August the 24th. If you want to get in your picture, get it on TV, just scan that QR code. And a big thank you to our sponsor, Lifetime Dental Care. That's going to do it for your news at 5. For updates on all these stories, just go to our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. World News Tonight with David Muir coming at you next, and then we'll see you again at 6. I'm Austin Reed, hoping your news is good news.